video. I'm doing it live for a change. I haven't got time to do the video. And anyway, the starting lineup, I'll quickly get into it. I want a load of changes, a lot of youth in. I'm going to go for, up front, Charlie White with a 4-3-3 formation. Get him back into the team, get him fit for Saturday, because he's been injured. Up top with Elliot Embleton on the left, Diamond on the right. Then in the middle, I'll have Neil come into the team, which I've been crying out for the past 3 weeks, alongside Scowen. And then just in front of the defence power, with McFadzean left back, Jordan Willis centre back, Sanderson centre back, and Conor McLaughlin at right back, with Lee Burge in goal. So, with the Papa John's trophy not meaning much, I really want to go and put a lot of youth in this team, like I've just said. Listen, we need to keep our first teamers fit for Saturday. That's why I've gone for the youth. As you can see, if you look on the live, that's the formation I've gone. I don't know if it's the right way around for everybody, but that's the formation. I went 4-3-3. We can only improve. The way that probably is the lowest point for me as a Sunderland supporter was the Wigan game, the defeat. That was probably the worst game in my opinion what we've had at the Stadium of Light. Maguire's been out of form. There's been quite a few. Will Grigg, I think his chances will come, and I do think he will score eventually. And once he gets off on a roll, his confidence will grow and he'll just carry on scoring. I do believe that. I hope I'm wrong. I'm right. But looking at Oldham tomorrow, didn't care about this game, to be honest. Our main priority is the league. So if we get knocked out, I didn't like to say Sunderland lose, but if we get knocked out, I'll not lose any sleep over it. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, I'd love to see Embleton come in up the pitch. He's a good creative player, I've noticed, with him getting a few chances in the starting teams. Not the starting team, like brought on a couple of minutes here, there and everywhere. He does look bright. He was on set pieces at Fleetwood when we got beat. I know it was like youth versus youth, but he did dig alright, in my opinion. His corners, unlike Skelton's, were hitting the man. Charlie White done well in that game. So, looking at it, you've got to bring in youth. Keep our first teamers fit. I wouldn't risk Grant Leppard at all in this game. It's totally pointless. I'll just give him the night off. Totally. I'll just quickly look on the live chat. Right. One Rovers Vlogs. Alright, mate. How you doing? How's it going, mate? We've got Leighton Orient away tomorrow. Oh, Leighton Orient. You should be beating them, really, shouldn't you? It's all dependent on what team we put out. Same with Bristol as well. It's all dependent on what they put out. If they're putting youth and they put a strong team out, it's fair game, isn't it? But like I was saying, everyone, we've got to go for youth. Keep it. I wouldn't even put McGeady in. I know. I'd probably put him on the bench and give him 5 minutes near the end, just to keep Gary's fitness up, because he was blowing near the end and he had to come off. But looking at it against Wigan, McGeady was our better player. He was the only one who looked like he was going to create out. Also, like I was saying, power. I've really not bothered about playing power on Saturday. Do you know, it's a funny one, power, because in the Burton game when he come on, he weren't going sideways or like crab-like. He wasn't going backwards. He was looking for the forward pass constantly. Where at Wigan, the crab mentality come back into his play, and I was just looking at it and thinking they've turned into Parkinson's team again. And I was gutted. It was only the kid's first game back. Listen, he signed to be the first head team coach, and then 3 hours later he was in the game. Like, he was managing the game on the touchline, which is crazy. So you kind of expect him to turn it around in a couple of hours. You know what I mean? Right, I'll quickly just go back on the chat. Joseph, mate, I think people's watching SCFC Fan TV. They've got that Gadji on from Sky. I forgot his name, but they're doing that live, so probably that's why anyone's on. And I didn't tell anyone. I just did it straight away. McFadzean comes in. Denver Hume's out for after Christmas now. He's hurt his cell. 09's injured as well. He popped his shoulder out against Burton. But McFadzean's a good player. I do like him. He gets forward and he can hit a shot as well. sometimes in Hume's play, instead of crossing it constantly, he should be greedy and he should gun for the goal, because he is a good player. He's one of our paciest players is Hume. So looking at it like that, in the first team I'd still have Hume if he's fit, but McFadzean, he's pushing him though. He is pushing him for the first team spot at left back now. I keep saying wing back because that's what Parky had him at. In the middle, like I was saying, Willis has got to come in, get him fit again. In the start of the season, Jordan Willis looked imminent at the back three with Flanagan as well. He was linking up 09 on the right hand side of the three, and he was getting forward, digging, overlapping, where against Wigan and Burton I was thinking there's no overlapping player with the centre backs. Conor McLaughlin was playing really well, he was, but I preferred it when it was like Jordan Willis with 09 gone forward. But like you say, we've went to a flat back four now, so that's not going to happen much. We're going to be more solid at the back and keeping our centre back in position rather than going forward and gone on the overlap. Alongside Willis, I've went for Sanderson because he needs to start getting games. He's a really good player. He's got pace as well. Probably him and Hume's the only one with pace in our team. I've heard that Lee Johnson's looking at 3 loanees. I forgot the names. I've just looked at it before I come on. I should have wrote it down. My fault. But in any way, he's looking at 3 loanees. The knee one away, like the majority of Sunderland supporters will know. He's looking at them, and I think one of the lads is I think he's called Lyndon. I'm not remembering his name. It's Damien, but looking at him for loanees in January. So we're looking at loanees coming in already. Alright, Alessandro, my Brazilian friend, Joseph says, is Charlie White back? I think he is, mate. I think it's looking like he's going to be back. So that's my lineup, lads, and I'm for this game with that team. Most of it is like it's second team. I put Burge back in, right, because apparently Matthews was getting played because he was injured. So with that being said, I would put Burge back in just to get his fitness back up, even though he's like, not that much of being a goalkeeper. I gone back to the chat. I agree with them. Where we are doing it, it's gone. Carl Duffy says he agrees with the team, but he wouldn't start Wyke. I was thinking about that myself, mate. I was going to put Hawks in as a youth player. He looked good when he had the game against Fleetwood, was it? It was Fleetwood, when the game meant nothing. So I was to and fro, but the only reason I put White in is because I want his fitness up. I know he'll not have lost that much fitness with only having a couple of games out. But just off the off chance, I to and fro, put Hawks in, then give White 10 minutes or vice versa. So I'm going to go forward with that team, like I was saying just before I went to the chat. I want at least 2-0, happy with a 1-0, but I don't care if we lose. Get this game done. But our priority, and our main priority, is winning on Saturday. Do you know what? Is it Wimbledon we've got anybody in the chat? Can you just tell us below whoever's watching? There's only a couple of people watching. I should let people know I'm digging this before I dig it. I'm not sure, Joseph. I'm not sure if it's I can't remember. I'm sure someone was called George. I cannot even remember. Even if I try to remember, mate, I cannot remember for the life of us. But can you just comment below and let us know if we're playing Wimbledon? I'm sure we are. I'm sure we're playing Wimbledon. But if you've just joined, that's my lineup. That's what I'm going for. I've put on this live, I've just clicked on, I've got Sunderland at the home team. I should have changed them around, but I've totally forgot. Like I was saying, this game for me is, I'm not really bothered. If we win, if we lose, if we win, if we draw, I don't care. Pardon me. Anyway, I think it's just knockout straight away, isn't it? Oh, pardon me. Go chuck wind. Yeah, like I was saying, sorry about that. This game, I didn't care if we lose. I didn't like to say Sunderland will lose, but our main priority is this league. We've got to get promoted. We really have to. The manager is looking at players in January, so, and also Jim Rodwell's it looks like he's going to get the sack. He's going to get chased. So there's one of them gone. We just need the other two gone. And fingers crossed that they didn't make any decisions. And Maven is not any which way, shape or form looking after this club when Dreyfus is out on back in his hometown or out on business or whatever. I just hope to God that he brings somebody else in to look after it. With Rodwell gone, it looks like that's what's going to happen. But what he is reckon the score's going to be. Comment below. Subscribe if you haven't. I need to get to 1,000 for Christmas. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, but if I do, if I did it, if I didn't, if I do, if that makes sense. I am going to start telling people when I come on live and all, because no one knew I was digging it. Most of them are watching the SCFC Fan TV video, what's gone live now. It's him off Sky, like I was saying. But who would you bring in? Would you bring youth? Would you bring in McGeady? Would you get him fit? I haven't put my bare subs on, which I should have probably done about there. But I'd want to see McGeady sometime in this game myself. I probably want to see him off the bench for about, give him 15 minutes maybe, just to get his fitness up for Saturday. It's always a bit risky though, with a meaningless game on tomorrow, and then on Saturday, you know what I mean, he gets injured tomorrow, and it's always Sunderland's luck. But you have to get his fitness up really, didn't you? Because he was blown, he got took off against Wigan. Oh, that game against Wigan was a nightmare. I apologise for the way I went on my video. Like, I just looked depressed, whinging a little bit and that. But luckily I didn't kick off and swear my head off like something like what the True Geordie would have done back in the day. You know what I mean? The way they played it was terrible. But like I was saying before, it's a must win on Saturday in any way. Can someone comment? Oh, it's Lincoln. Why what's that talking about? It's Lincoln. I forgot about that. It's just because I was going again on, what's it called again? The Red and White podcast. He's just started a new channel, and I was going again on there, and he was saying about the Wimbledon game. We'll get you on, and I've totally forgot. It's Lincoln away. I'll get that on. Do you know what? Like I was saying before, I didn't want to go on live because it's pointless. You've got the mad mistake digging it, who's on the road to 10,000. You've got the SCFC Fan TV digging it, who's got 4.5. Need enough 4.5. So it's absolutely pointless me digging it, because everyone watches them. There's loads of interaction in the comments. So when me coming on, there'll be the same amount of people who's on now. Pointless. Like, I know. Thank you to everyone who is watching. You know what I mean? It's much appreciated. But like I was saying, if you share the live, tell all your mates in any way, because I'm digging it all the time, and I'm going to get my mate on. I tell you what, I need to message somebody in any way about this live, because I haven't got a clue how you dig it. Cheers, quite lad. It's just advertisers. Do you know what they dig it all the time? I was on the show a couple of weeks ago, but I was a bit nervous. I probably should have spoke up a bit more. But it's one of them, on it. I'll probably get back on sooner or later if I get over 1,000 or something. But like I was saying, Sunderland's still in tier 3. We're kind of get back in the stadiums. It's neat good. Like, I've got a GoPro and a harness, so when I get to the match, I'll be doing a few little bits of footage of us going to the stadium. Then I'd get it on my chest, and then I'd do me little talking after and try and get it all done for you if we can get back in. I've still got my season ticket, so I might have a good chance. But if they're gone on priority, I've got no chance. I've only had a season ticket for about 4 or 5 years, so I can't say as having priority. Like, I read Thane, mate. Oh yeah, what do you reckon the score's going to be tomorrow then, lad? But like I said, I was going for 2-0. If the youth's in there and they play with enthusiasm, I'm telling you what, they might even put a few past them if he goes for youth and experience. Like, I cannot say Maguire get a sniff. I tell you what, they'd be looking to get a sniff in the first team on Saturday and all. Alfie's gone for 1-1. I think that's what he has. Sunderland better. Joseph said, does Sunderland play better away? 100% mate. I think we're unbeaten this season away. Correct us if I'm wrong, but I'm sure we are. Hi Casey. What do you reckon the score's going to be? I just watched Terry's live. Oh, was Terry live? Like, what was he doing? Oh, he was eating his pizza. I didn't know if it was live. He had a Papa John's pizza, didn't he? He's obviously an idiot. I'm going to have to watch it after. I didn't know I'd done it. The stream just appeared on your suggested videos, did it? That's Ryan said that. Also, good luck, fella. Oh, cheers, mate. Nice one. Aye, it is. I'm going to get my mate on who's Sunderland through and through. If Corona gans, I can dig it like a bit better of a setup, but at the minute with COVID being on, I can't really. I'm not allowed to get me now, am I? Really? It's one of them. Casey says probably 3-1 to us. I've gone for a 2-0. Like, I want youth in. Like, if you can see me line up, I don't know if the names are clear, but that's me line up for tomorrow. I've got the Sunderland badge and the Oldham athletic badge the wrong way around. Like, should have done that a bit more, but I've totally forgot. Well, all I done was change the Wigan one. I should have just switched them. It's easy enough to do. I just didn't know why I didn't dig it. We are definitely better away at home. Aye, we are, mate. We're definitely better away. I need to find out how to get this box stop popping up because it's so annoying. But like I was saying, youth, experience, get them in the team. I am going to make it a regular thing. I'm going to try and get... next time I'll let people know on Instagram and on Twitter. It's just at GILESY 1973. That's not how old I am. For people who didn't know. But like I was saying, I'm going to make it a regular thing. I want to get me mate Stephen Usher in. He knows the scores. So he's got a season ticket. He sits. Well, he didn't renew it this year. My other friends didn't. Who's had them for 15 years. They says nah, no chance. He sits just in front of us, a bit near, behind the goal, a bit further to the right. He sits there. The man mistake on he sits, but he normally sits about a kind of few off to the left of us. But he's got crowds around him, and I didn't like that, mate. When he's got, like, you know, when crowds come round you, I get a bit nervous, and I'm like, yeah, no chance. I'm not recording. But this time now, I couldn't give a shite. Now I'm going to record. Like I was saying, my mate sits off to the right. He's going to come on the lives. We're going to, like, basically when you see people on, when Jacob McBride does it on the SCFC Fan TV, and he gets people on, I'm going to do that, but I didn't know how to record it. I wonder if they just screen record it. You know, when they get on Zoom, I wonder if they just screen record it, or if there's a thing on Zoom, not on the PC, on your phone, if they just record it, screen record. I didn't know. I haven't got a clue in anyway. I'll quickly have a look on the chat. Tom White, that's who it was. I couldn't think. Casey's just said there on Tom White. I didn't. I should have waited till they had finished, really, because there was only a few people on, but I just carried on. I'm not bothered, I'll just dig it myself. Ryan, I've watched most league games this season, but not cup games. I've not seen Neil, neither have I, mate. Mate, he looks like a unit. That Ryan says he's seen most games, but he hasn't seen Neil. Well, I think he got like a couple of minutes, if that. I can't really remember seeing him, but he looks a unit, mate. He does. He looks kind of good. I really want to see him in the team. I really would like to. He's got pace as well. Same with Diamond. Diamond come on the other day against Wigan, and he was trying to get down the right hand side, but I'm not like you. I've got a funny feeling teams are going to just park the bus against us like Wigan did, like MK Dons did, and like Burton did, and pick up points. I wonder if Lincoln will dig it on Saturday. I wonder if they'll do that with being the home team and being in the top 6. I can't see them parking the bus like everybody else has. Right. So let's actually look at the chat. Train spotted, he's gone for a 2-0, maybe 3. Hopefully, mate. I hoped Ron Rovers look even mate, hope you well. Aye, cheers, mate, same with you. I just hope to God we can get him in the team. Dan Neil, like I was saying, if you look at my lineup, that's what I've gone for. I'd put Power there just to rest Ledbetter. He might not need it. I didn't want to risk our best player by a mile, in my opinion anyway, is Ledbetter getting injured. So I'd let him have the night off. Like I was saying, you'd kind of say McGeady there, but McGeady, I would like to see him some point in the game. Fingers crossed. With that youth and experience, we'll batter them. But I didn't care for lose because I'm not bothered about this cup game. I just want to get out this league. The priority is the league, as you all know. I'm just sick to death of. I've got a funny feeling he's going to turn this around. We've gone with a flat back 4. I cannot see do you know what? Bailey Wright had a canny bit of a nightmare in the Wigan game, but to me it just looked like he was getting used to the formation, because when we were at 5 at the back, one of the defenders was used to going forward, where flat back four, they can't do it like they can't. They've got to stay solid at the back. If you noticed, Hume weren't getting bombing on as much as he was. Hume, he weren't getting forward as much. So they've got to stay solid at the back and didn't venture forward as much. Cardiff, I'd like to say Sanders have a good crack. Cardiff fans loved him. He looks pacey as out. He really does. I don't know why they didn't give him a chance. Well, they will tomorrow, I'm assuming. He can play right back as well as centre back as well. Conor McLaughlin, I'm really liking Conor McLaughlin. You know, I mean, he's getting forward. He was creating chances as well. He had a chat. He took a shot on as well later on in the game. So I'm really liking Conor McLaughlin. He's pushing. Well, I can't say he's pushing 09, but with 09 being injured, popping his shoulder and it looked painful, he comes straight in, didn't he, Conor McLaughlin? Is there any youth players who could? I know Diamond can play there, but I didn't want Diamond to play at the back. I want to see him up top. Apart from Diamond and McLaughlin in 09, who else can play right back? Does anyone know? Not Gooch. Apart from Gooch. I know I was putting Gooch at the back. I wonder if anybody else has played there over the time. Plymouth win 2-1. Joseph said. Yeah, we're lacking pace, lads, 100%. I'd much appreciate if you subscribe. Tell your friends, you know what, no one knows I do. Not many people know that I do this. There's a lad called Gavin who I've got on Twitter. I think he runs Rotor Report. Now they've got like 30,000 on. And he was saying something along the lines as there's not that many good Sunderland content creators on YouTube. And I just commented on it, hey, what about me? Like, he went, hey, sorry mate, I didn't even know you'd done it. So there you go. No one knows I did it. Well, why would that? I've only just been doing it 10 weeks, you know. 10 weeks. I've been inconsistent at the beginning, but I'm not now. I'm going to properly blast this and dig it properly. I just want to try and get a bit more like a bit more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Professional, if you know what I mean. With like, you look at the SCFC Fan TV where they can get numerous people on the live. I know I've got to hit 1,000 to go live on YouTube, but I know you can dig it through the app. But you cannot dig it through the app if you want more people on. Do you know what I mean? Wait, gives a quick look. Where we up? Cardiff, I found you by accident. To be fair, I know, mate. No one knows I dig it. It's crazy. No one knows. Well, it's not. It's only been digging it 10 weeks. You know what I mean? But once you start getting a few hundred followers, it does snowball. I've got another channel with 14,000 on, and at first it took ages to get to 1,000. But once you hit 1,000, it flies. I've got another channel, but music channel, and it's got 400 on, and it's slowly but surely starting to build up and build up and build up. So if I can do the same with this one and be a bit more professional on it, and try and get into a routine. Now, you know, if I've come on here live on Mondays and see Fridays, people then will now start to realise and start to look forward to digging it. Well, I'm saying looking forward, who wants to watch my ugly mug on here? Jesus. But like I was saying, I want to get professional. I want to try and get even fans on, like a few fans who watch the channel or didn't even watch the channel. I'll get in contact with them, let them know they can come on, but I need to know how to dig it. If I just screen record it or what, I didn't know. I think Ray Philly, I think he pays 30 quid or something. I don't know how often it is, if it's weekly or monthly, but that's on the PC, and I haven't got a camera for it, and I think the camera's about 100 quid, and I haven't got the money at the minute. We're being Christmas, to be honest. After Christmas I might get one, or I might sell my GoPro and get one, and then I can go on live, because I didn't know how long Sunderland's going to be in tier fucking 3. You know what I mean? Jesus. Well, you're in tier 3, but London's in tier 2. That's just so you can keep the economy going now, because all the business is down there, isn't it? But lads and lasses, I keep saying lads, I should say keep saying lads and lasses. Everyone, can you subscribe? Hit the thumbs up. Do you know what people forget to hit the thumbs up on my videos, I've noticed? You better start thumbs up on it, like. I go back to the chats. If someone's commented, wait, we must learn to break opposition down. Oh, I totally agree with that. No matter how defences they are, exactly. That's from Phillips Stout. Sorry, you're right, mate. We cannot break teams down. If you look when Grant Leppiter scored that worldie of a goal right outside the box, we still didn't have create enough chances. But you know what? I tell you this, McGeady, he'll create a good few chances. He could have scored the other day against Wigan. He had a shot from outside the box. And the keeper had to make the save. And him and Gooch are similar. Like, they can be greedy, but they can create a good chance. So, you know, we've got to keep. That's why I didn't want to risk McGeady tomorrow. Give him 10 minutes just to get his fitness up. To be honest, he didn't look that bad. I can't say why Parky left him out for that long. Obviously, he had a problem with him. He's turning around and saying, he needs to get fit. And then the new manager, the new coach. I'm just going to say a manager, right? The new manager puts him straight in, and he puts him straight in without him, with what being a day or two from when Parky says he needs to be fit. Parky obviously had a problem. Well, I know that, but like I say, the new manager will turn this around. I might even do, if we're progressing this cup, I'd probably do me previews live rather than just a video. People get to interact, they get to talk to each other in the chat as well as I can talk to them. You know what I mean? And I'm out of the moon that people even watch me videos, because they were normally used to us digging me on my videos with me Nana, little Nana Ivers's videos, rather than just me. It was always with her. So now it's on the Sunderland videos, talking shit now, lads. So subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to quickly jump off. Thanks for coming on, thanks for commenting, and see if I can get to 1,000 for Christmas. See you all later.